In this video, I'll be going over my August 2023 income report for Amazon KDP. I'll be going over my ads, how much money I spent, what books sold, how many of my books sold, and a ton of different tips that I have for you with your own KDP business that can hopefully be helpful. So definitely stay tuned for that. So let's start with my ads. So I didn't run my ads for the entire month of August. I did turn them off after August 7th. So that's why the rest of the month is zero. I turned them off for personal reasons, mostly because I just was worried about having a bigger bill at the end of the month I had to pay. So I wanted to turn them off until I feel more comfortable turning them back on again. But my ATOS was actually really, really good, and I will show you that in a minute. So first, my spend was $14.60 for the whole month of August for my Amazon ads. I did have $177.56 in sales. But remember, that's total. So that's like if my book was listed for $8.99, it includes all of that. So it's not just my royalties, it's the entire price of the book. My average cost per click was 11 cents, and I had almost 12,000 impressions. So I ran two different campaigns, a sketchbook campaign with one book in it, and then scrapbook paper, which is a lottery ad with I think 88 books in it. So they did run only for the first 7 days of August, but let me just move over down here to show you my ATOS and all of that information. So I did not sell a sketchbook throughout that time for August, so that's why there isn't an ATOS listed. I did have 5 clicks and I spent not $6, 68 cents, but that's okay. And for my scrapbook paper, I had 128 clicks and spent $13.92 with an ATOS of 7.84%. So overall, that ATOS was doing really well in my opinion, but again, I turned ads off for a lot of personal financial reasons, but that's okay. So moving on to actually my orders, I just want to show the old reports real quick to show my highest orders day, which is August 11th, which I sold 16 of them, and that just is unbelievable for me. And my lowest were 2 per day. So it looks like I had 2 on August 12th, 2 on August 7th, and then the rest were above that. So I'm very thankful to have had a sale every single day and have one of my highest days ever. I think that might be a new record for me. So moving over to my actual orders, I sold 236 books in the month of August for KDP, or at least that's when they shipped out, because normally we don't actually see the order in our dashboard until it's been shipped to the customer. So this has just been so cool. Like, I am super, super thankful, especially since a lot of these are all organic. So going back to my campaigns, I had 13 orders through ads. So if you subtract 13 from this, that would get me to 223 would be all organic sales. Some of them might be off of the ads. Like sometimes people probably see the book on the ad or something like that, but majority of these are going to be all organic, and that's typically what I've been focusing on so far anyways. So I'm very new to ads. I really don't run them much at all, and right now I'm not even running them. So very thankful for that. And again, my highest day was August 11th. And if I go to compare books, so looking at my top 10, I sold 161 for my top 10 books. And 9 out of 10 of those books are all scrapbook paper, craft paper pad. And then one of those is a sketchbook, which is the one that I actually have the ad campaign on, or that I was running the ad campaign on. So 161, if I divide that by 236, that will get us about 68%. So about 68% of my sales all came from the top 10 books, just to give you an idea there. And I currently have 269 books live in my dashboard. I also published one new book for August, but that was it. That book did actually sell in August, I believe. I know I just saw a sale for it recently, and I'm pretty sure I did have at least one sale for in August. So that was really cool to see it sell so quickly. But for throughout the month, majority of all my sales were scrapbook paper. I sold a total of 44 different books. So again, if I do 44 divided by 236, that's about 18.6% of my overall books were selling, which I think is great because I think typically people only see about 10% of their books sell. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but I'm pretty happy with that. So having about 18% or so of my books sell, I'm very happy with that. And again, majority of those are all scrapbook paper, craft paper pad. I do have a few different sizes and designs. Most of them are all colors. I think I have one or two maybe that are black and white, maybe just one, not sure. And then I sold a notebook, which was really awesome because this particular notebook I made a long time ago, and it does randomly sell, or it's a series, sort of, not exactly a series, but there's a bunch of notebooks that kind of flow together. And I've had some of them sell before, at least one, and it was just really cool to see it sell again. I had a coupon book sell, and then I had the sketchbook sell. So aside from those, the rest were all the scrapbook paper, craft paper pad. So now let me move to where you've all been waiting for, my royalties. And I will say I have had a record-breaking month for me so far with KDP. This is the most units I've ever sold in a month, and this is also the most royalties I've ever made in a month. So I made a total of $558.79 with KDP for August 2023, which is unbelievable. I've had a goal of making $500 a month on KDP probably ever since I started, and to finally reach that goal and just completely like smash it is amazing. I am so thankful and so grateful, and I'm still a little bit in shock, honestly, because I not only made $500 but made over $550. And if I subtract my ad spend, because I really didn't spend much on ads at all, so if I subtract those two together, that's $544.19. And the only other cost that I have every month is Canva, which I'm not even sure how much I pay for. It's like $9 or $12 or something like that. I'm still in a profit of over $500 for the month of August with KDP, and that's just wow. So for August 11th, I made about $38 and I think 42 cents or 44 cents, something like that, which I believe is also a record breaking day for me. And then my lowest days were the 7th and 11th, where I sold, or 7th and 12th, not the 11th, 7th and 12th, where I sold 2 copies. And I'm not sure the exact amounts, but I think they're around $4 or $5. And if I go to compare books again, just to see the difference here, $379.65 is from my top 10 books. And if I divide that by the 558.79, that would give me about 67.9%. So about the same 68%. Most of my books are around the same royalties. So they're not all the same price, but I get about the same royalty for all of them. A few are different, but most of them are around $2 or so for a royalty. And for my top 10, it was pretty much the same books, or mostly all the same books. So 9 out of 10 of them were scrapbook, craft paper pad, and then the one was the sketchbook, which I, again, am just so happy about. That sketchbook is actually one of the books, or really the only one, that I truly followed every single step in the Low Content Profits Academy course that I bought in January. So I created many books since going through the course, and I still have a few more videos to watch on the course. But this particular book, I decided to follow like every single step because it was a brand new niche that I didn't really go into before. I did, but I wasn't ever successful, or I hadn't sold a book in it before. So it wasn't my typical craft paper, scrapbook paper niche where I'm already familiar, I'm already comfortable, I know like how to make those. This was something new. So I decided to make a sketchbook, and I followed everything that Rachel said throughout the course, and it worked. And I was like honestly in shock because I was like, okay, like I'm just going to trust the process, and the process worked. So very happy about that. I'll go more into detail about the course in a minute. I just wanted to go over a little bit more information about my income report to try to give you the most information possible, because I really don't want to post this as if I'm bragging or anything. Like, this is to inspire and to help. So to give a little bit of a backstory on my KDP business, let me show you my actual current, we'll go with this year, but I started KDP in December 2021. So it has been a little while since I started. I'll actually just do lifetime because I think that's going to show my journey a bit better. than just this year, because I did not start out doing well with KDP. Not at all. And you're going to see that in this graph. So see how low the line is? I had months in 2022 where I was selling like 3 or 4 copies a month. Like it was really, really bad. And I had over 100 books in my dashboard, most likely. So right around this time when I had the spike, around the middle of 2022, is when I bought the Passive Income Accelerators program. That truly changed my business. It taught me how to do keyword and niche research and how to get organic sales, because I really don't run ads. As I said before, I'm pretty transparent about that. I'm a beginner when it comes to ads. I have not spent much money on ads at all. I've probably spent around $100 total so far since starting KDP on ads, and I do not advertise my books any other way. Aside from my personal high content book, I will share, and maybe a few others I might occasionally share somewhere, but I really don't do any additional advertising, like if any at all. Very small amount. So that really helped my business. I finally made over $100, over $200 a month. Then I kind of stopped working, which is why it leveled out end of 2022 here. And then in January 2023, I got laid off from one of my corporate jobs, and I bought the Rachel Harrison Son Low Content Profits Academy course. I bought that, I think, January 25th. So kind of the end of January, I probably didn't start it till February, and then I started creating some more books. So now you see another spike. So I did create more books in January. I think I created books almost every single month for the first few months. And then you see it continue to spike. And then I did not create any, I don't think, for July. And I created just one book in August. But now I'm at over $500 a month. But I did not start here. Okay, this has been a long journey. And I don't know if I'm going to make 500 again for this month. I don't know if it'll be a while till I make that again. Like, it's going to vary. I was going up every single month, and then in June I went back down. July I went back up, and then in August I went way higher than I ever thought before. But August tends to be my highest month because in 2022, August was also my highest month as well. And I'm not exactly sure why. I don't have a specific, I don't really have seasonal books. I have a few that are seasonal, but majority of them aren't. So I'm not really completely sure why. So I'm very curious to see what happens there. And I'll show you my royalties too. So my royalties definitely varied, but I'm just showing this to show that like this isn't something that happened overnight. This is something that has taken hours and hours of work, and I guarantee you if I did the math, which I don't really have the math laid out because I haven't tracked every hour I've worked on KDP, but if I did the math for hours versus royalties, I'm probably making less than minimum wage. But now that I have all the books on the dashboard and I kind of have a better idea of what I'm doing, it's a lot, I don't want to say easier, not sure if that's the right word, but I'm able to be more productive and more effective with how I use my time with KDP. So looking at my royalties, again, I mean, look, I was making almost nothing for the first 6 months of starting this business, and then it didn't take off. I say take off loosely because I wasn't making thousands, but, I wasn't making anything really significant, in my opinion, until middle of 2022 when I bought the Passive Income Accelerator program. And then now I'm finally making more. I think these paychecks are a lot more significant, at least for me personally. This pays for my car. This even pays for my rent right now, or my portion of the rent, which is just really, really incredible. And I'm super thankful, super grateful for that. And then I bought the Rachel Harrison Son program in January, and then my income went up again. And I mean, I think this shows too that continuing your education, like there is always so much to learn. Even the experts in every field, I feel like there's always something else that you can learn. And I don't claim to be an expert, but I just want to share my journey. I want to inspire, because this has taken me a long time to make over $500 a month with KDP. So can you make $500 a month with KDP? Yes, you absolutely can. I just did it with pretty much all organic sales. But is it going to happen overnight? Probably not. And is it easy? No, not at all. I mean, this has taken me about a year and 9 months or so to reach. And I have 269 books currently live on my dashboard, not including the ones that I unpublished or anything like that. And it's a lot of work. It's hard, but to me, this is worth it because now this is a lot of passive income. Those organic sales are passive income now, in my opinion. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to move over to the Low Content Profits Academy, which I just recently became an affiliate for. I've been talking about this course all year, regardless, before I even became an affiliate. And I really back this course and I back Rachel because I think she just does an amazing job. I have had no issues at all so far with her or her team or her program. Like, it's just been a great experience as I'm recording this video. So if you want to check out her program, I do have my affiliate link. Really excited to be an affiliate in the description below. And it'll bring you to this page where there's just so much information about the program, about Rachel. She has a YouTube channel. You get access to like a Facebook group. There's just so many different things here. And this course was really, really helpful. And again, I still have more videos to go through. She provides, honestly, probably hours and hours of content, like a lot of content. And I just really love this course. Really easy to use. It really helped my business. And being able to publish a book in a brand new niche and make sales has been unbelievable. And majority of those sales, again, were all organic. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this video was inspiring. I want to show you that you can do this. This is possible. And I really hope that your KDP business does really well. And if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to comment them below. Just please remember to be kind and respectful. I do my best to reply to everybody and be as helpful as I can. And I really hope this video was helpful and I hope it was inspiring. And thank you so much for watching and listening, and I really hope that you have a great day.